Hey everyone, welcome back to Poppy's Publishing. I'm the Poppy, Alex. It's been a while. Haven't put out any videos about me publishing my kids' books since beginning of April because I have been diligently working on creating book number 3 of Meow Meow. And of course, it's her Halloween book. Getting near that deadline, August 1st, or wherever the first Tuesday in August is my deadline. So I want to get it done then, and I will. I am on page 28 in the coloring phase in a 31-page book. So I'm almost done. Almost done. A lot of work, a lot of different techniques, a lot of ideas going around, different colors. It's fun. And as I've been going along, I realized I had to tweak and refine some of my line art that I did before. Either Meow Meow might have been too long or too short. Some things were off, characters weren't lining up, line art. I think I just drew it and said I'll come back to it later, not realizing I actually had to edit some of it, which is okay. Anyhow, it'll be ready. It'll be ready. It is the beginning of June, so 2 months later, and almost done. Just have to finish doing the coloring and creating a back cover and a front cover. And the dedication and an about page. I'll get to those. So the plan is to have that done before June's over, then add my text, and then send it to an editor. And then, of course, all the other fun things that go in self-publishing, getting it ready for the release date in August. I figure that's when, wow, I know in July you'll start seeing some Halloween stuff in stores. But definitely there'll be things by August. So it'll be building up a little bit of a fever pitch. Because Halloween's where it's at, baby. I'm looking forward to releasing it for you for Halloween. It'll be a great Halloween kids book. And hopefully, an annual favorite for many of you Halloween fans. Now, I said last time it was tentatively called, tentatively... It's a fun word to say, tentatively. I was tentatively calling it Meow Meow and the Halloween Cat. Not sure how I feel about that because I've seen a few other kids' books with and the Halloween Cat. I'm like, but I might just completely wipe out the animal aspect. I'm playing around with the idea. Big reveal. Meow Meow and the Halloween Trick. Because it is trick or treats. They've got their treats, but there's a trick in this story, which I think might work. I think it might be better. I'll keep you posted. So anyway, with this video, we're going to go back to book 1, because I want to still show you some of the process of creating the book. I'll get into the other books later. But there was some challenges that I want to address, and some interesting brushes that Clip Studio Paint provides, which is the program I use. And I'll discuss that. Clip Studio does have an affiliate link down below, as well as an affiliate link for the Wacom tablet I use to draw on, as well as one of my shirts. For Halloween, of course, I had to create a shirt called It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Scream. Yeah. I love this shirt. And figured I'd wear it for the video. Halloween is coming. And yes, I do get a little commission if you do purchase these items from my affiliate links below, so I do appreciate that. Keep me going, making more of these videos. Like I said, it's very hard. I do this when I can. But I figured now would be a good time since I'm getting close to finishing book 3. Oh, yeah. And one more thing. Not to be too shameless of a plugger. But of course you can order my 2 Meow Meow books. Behind me. I'll put the links down below for those 2. Appreciate the support, guys. Alright, without further ado, let's get into more behind the scenes videos for you. All right, here we are on Meow Meow and the Lost Doggy, page 19. Well, she found the doggy. And spoiler alert. Anyway, they're trying to piece together how the doggy got lost in the first place. So I figured, oh, what do dogs like to do? They like to chase after squirrels, right? Yes, they do. I got 2 of them. I know they like to chase squirrels. Well, one of them does. But anyway, here we have the dog Buddy in an early pencil sketch of the concept I had in mind, that he sees a squirrel while Meow Meow and the owner of the dog, Melanie, are talking, and he sees a squirrel and gets out. So I wanted to show him seeing the squirrel on the other side of a fence. I'm saying to myself, well, a chain link fence makes the most sense. Well, how on earth am I going to do a chain link fence? I could draw it, but I'd probably still be drawing it if I did it that way. Well, I trace over this drawing. We'll get rid of that now. And this is what I came up with. You're saying, dang, dude, that is one amazing chain link fence you drew there. Huh? Well, thanks. But I didn't draw it. Clip Studio Paint has these amazing things called 3D models. 3D, these are materials. There's a materials section here. You can do patterns, all kinds of things, but I said, let me go check and see if they have a chain link brush model. And lo and behold, they do. It's a 3D chain link fence model. So I had to make it a layer between Buddy the dog and this squirrel that he sees outside his fence. So you could see the squirrel on the other side of the fence and see him looking at it. Like, whoa. Well, what can I do with this thing over here? Well, I select the fence. We'll make this small. So here's it looks like this in the layers. Chain link. I think there's 2. Well, what I did was I made the fence into 2 things because I think that's where it stops. Let's see. I'm going to make disappear. I'm overlapping them. Okay. But it comes with all of this. So talk about a time saver. This was amazing. Okay, so I put another chain link fence. You just select as a brush. I'm going to get rid of the other fence just to show you what the fence comes really large, but you can shrink it down. Look at that. Let me see. Wow. What's wild when you have these 3D models, you get this wheel here. And look at this. You can make the fence go this way, that way. You can go here and look, change the angle of the fence this way. Whoa. Change where it lies on the plane. You can make it larger, smaller. Woo, shrink it down. There's some other things you could do. See these little boxes? There's other things you could do. Let me see if I select that one. Oh yeah, see where you can make the shadow go a certain way. Select that one, I think. I forgot what some of these do. It's been a while. Oh, this makes it larger, bigger. Shift that way. Oh yeah, look at that. See? You can make the fence go in all kinds of crazy directions here with that one. I think this one you can side to side. This one, what does this one do? I forgot. Oh yeah, those angles there. I think this one makes it. You can move it into space, like so. Whatever spot you want it on. So I'll probably just put it. Pick this good one. Whoops. I think this is the one I wanted. Okay, let's just say I want it there. I know this isn't exactly where I want it, but just for fun now. I think I had it. Well, let's look at the old one. Where does it line up? It's right here. So that's the beauty of this thing. This thing is ready-made, and man, oh man, you can just use it. Look at that instantaneous fence. Wow. Thank you so much, Clip Studio Paint, for being so awesome. So I just had to play around with it, get it at the right angle I wanted, and there you have it. That's an example of that. So ultimately what I did was that. Added these. That just gives you an idea of one thing. I was like, how am I going to find a way past this? And luckily, Clip Studio Paint had these materials here. Yeah, I was looking at other chain link fence, but I found this one, which this saved me so much. I used it on a few more pages because it illustrated how Buddy got out of the yard and into the wild and lost in the woods there. And there you have it. There was the layer I made for that scene. All right, we're moving on to page 23 of Meow Meow and the Lost Doggy. I wanted to illustrate some, pun intended, interesting points here. Here we got Meow Meow Buddy and Buddy's owner, Melanie. Little girl who was brokenhearted. She lost her doggy. But in this scene, Meow Meow rescued Buddy from a car as he was chasing after that squirrel you saw in the previous clip with the chain link fence. So there's some text here that says all that. But anyway, I want to illustrate something else. I did not mention this before. When you do a book, there's a thing called bleed lines. They are the lines that can get cut off. As long as you're within those bleed lines, you're safe. So my book, I always knew I wanted it to be 11 by 8.5. So your bleed lines would be 1 inch shorter on both. And in order to do that, you have to go to View, and you see here in Clip Studio Paint it says Crop Mark Default Border. But in order to do that, you have to go to your border settings, which I'm going to do right now. And as you can see, so for 11, I made it 10-inch width. And for 8.5 height, I made it 7.5, 7.5. The bleed width, I'm not 100% sure how I found this, but 0.13 is just right, which I think is this little, I think it's actually this area, to be honest. So you can customize it. They have all kinds of different sizes, but I had to custom make this so it would show up. And once you hit OK, it's saved. And now you can see anything within this box, this entire box, will be in the book. Everything else will get cut out. And I was fine with some of this getting cut out from Meow Meow, but man, I really put the text hugging up to the top of the screen there. Bold move, Poppy, but it worked. Then you could just, you want to get rid of it, just go back to that crop mark, default border, bang, it's gone. All right, so remember that you're going to need that on every page. It'll come in very handy later because that's the proper measurements for your book if you're doing 11 by 8.5. So here we have this page. Now, why am I bringing it up? I mean, it's nothing really super duper special. There's expressions, and she's hugging the dog. I have all my layers up here. Jeez, why didn't I? This is something weird. I don't do this anymore, but I don't know, for some bizarre reason, I put Meow Meow's line art on a layer 2 way up here. I don't know why. Usually I have, as you've seen before, I have her line art here. I usually label it Meow Meow, right above the first coloring area. And what I normally do, which I should have done, I don't know why, is put it all in the folder. So when you can do that, bang, folder's closed. I don't know what happened there. But then I did a big no-no. I just noticed Melanie and Buddy are on the same lines. But I made some extra copies here, so I think that helped save me when coloring them in, so it didn't Oh, yeah. So they didn't bleed into each other. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Remember, this was a process. My first time doing a kid's book, first time using Clip Studio Paint, first time doing any of this. But the main thing with this page, what I've been doing differently with Meow Meow and the Halloween trick, is the line art first and then coming back later to do the coloring. With these first two books, I do the line art, give it a break, and then color everything and be done with that page completely, which is good. However, there were some things I don't understand what I was thinking. I actually penciled this digitally. So this was the original line art. I just kind of played around with it. Kind of had a good idea of what I was doing here. And I drew it in, but now I'm going to put everything back. This was the final product. But for some bizarre reason, I don't know what I was thinking. When I originally did this page, this is what happened. I guess I really wanted to show Buddy's expression here. But wow, look what's going on. Buddy's head is gigantic. It's like a watermelon. The dog is almost half the size of Melanie when he's really supposed to be a small dog. And what did I do? I colored it and shaded it. So I left it, and then I came back and I said to myself, something doesn't seem right. I think drawing Buddy with Melanie on another page, I noticed, wait a second, he's enormous. And he's not supposed to be this big. He's supposed to be this big. Ugh. I wish I had duplicated the layers so I could show you what I did, and even Meow Meow, well, she was enormous. I had to make her about the same size as Melanie here. So I had to shrink her down and then shrink his head. Actually, I will show you a cute trick here. I'm going to make these small. Go back into my Meow Meow folder and do it this way. So this was the original thing, and that's what it became. Look at that. Wowzers. But you know what this meant? I had to go in and wipe out colors on his head. Actually, I had to wipe out colors just about everywhere. His body I did differently. I had to basically recolor, resize everything, which is very hard. You have to, not everything still lines up. You know, colors are still going to be here and there, but it's going to be, you know, they don't bleed the right way. It was a process. So, word to the wise. Keep yourself a bit of a character Bible on your characters. Draw them in different angles. Show them different expressions. Do you know the expressions and poses that they're going to be doing in your book? Do those over again and make sure you're staying true so you don't wind up doing this and wasting time fixing something you should have seen before you colored it in. Because once you color it in, it's painful. Because not only is it affecting Buddy, but her too. You know, I'd make sure didn't mess up her lines too much. But I fixed it and learned a valuable lesson right there. Had to find a way. As I always say, that's my motto in making these books. So there you have it. A few little tidbits more about Meow Meow in her first book. That's enough for now. I believe got to get working on the third book. That's it for this video. Thanks again for checking me out. I hope it brings value to future kids book authors. Not just authors, but illustrators too. And if you're both, now you see what you can run up against. I mean, this is just Clip Studio Paint, but any program you use for illustration, just be aware of these things. Especially if you're using the program for the first time. It's a learning curve. but I did it anyway. But hopefully this will save you time, so be aware. That's what I'm making these videos for, to save you time and aggravation so you don't have to go what I went through. So thanks for checking out the videos. I'll be churning out another one soon. I have other things I want to help you with. So until then, keep creating, and if you want to like and subscribe, go right ahead. I'm just doing this for you, and hopefully this video adds value to you. And of course, check out my links below, my affiliate links, if you want to get any of the goodies there, including the Meow Meow books. And I'll see you in the next video, folks. Until then, hasta la pasta, and meow meow.